Hi Carolina, my name's Daphne. I'm one of the essay correctors at IELTSpodcast.com. Thank you for taking the time to write an essay for us. Great to have you with us. And thank you for answering those questions. That's really helpful. Writing is really hard and you want to apply for a master's. Okay, fantastic. Right, let's have a look at this then. So, some people who have been in prison become good citizens later, and it's often argued these are the best people to talk to teenagers about the dangers of committing crime. To what extent do you agree or disagree? So, with these essays, what we need to do is always find the most important word. The most important word here is best. Okay? Are they the best people to talk to teenagers? They might be okay, but are they the best? Always look for this kind of hidden word. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Okay, so some people believe ex-prisoners who normally reintegrate to live in society are the most suitable ones, good, to alert youngsters about the consequences of crime. I totally agree with this view because I firmly believe there is no better way of learning than from experience. So that's why we should give... Oh, nice, Carolina, what a super start. I love that. Some people believe... Okay, so... Who? Let's just go into this in a bit more detail. Who would say this? Always good rather than some people, which is a bit kind of boring. So many sociology experts. So immediately start getting vocab. So here you're getting some nice vocab in there. Ex-prisoners. Comma here, relative clause. Who reintegrate normally. There's a difference between normally reintegrate, which just means they usually do, or reintegrate normally means that they reintegrate the same as you and me. Okay, so I think you need to change the position of that because it does impact the meaning. To live in society, comma. So it's a relative clause, so you just need to comma it, punctuation like that. Are the most suitable ones. Fantastic. Super good. You've got this idea, you're connecting to the idea of best. Good. To alert youngsters, you don't need an article there about the consequences of crime. I totally agree with this view because I firmly believe that there's no better way of learning. Now, it's a little bit repetitive. I totally agree because I believe that. Because, if I were you, I'd probably take out that because there is no doubt that, or you don't even need that, learning from experience. Mind you, it's not the experience of the teenagers, though, so I'm a bit careful here. Hearing about experiences is a successful way, is successful, or is often successful. Yeah, I don't want to write too many words here. There is no doubt that learning from hearing about experiences or learning through, it's not even a shared experience. Just have to be a little bit careful on this, learning from experience, because remember, the teenagers aren't going to commit a crime. The prisoner's talking about his experience. So we need to be a little bit careful on that. I kind of know what you mean, but we have to be absolutely clear. But I really like that. That's great. A result of the bad experiences suffered in jail, such as, now give me a few ideas here of what it might be that they're suffering. After serving their sentence time, a great number of ex-prisoners attributed a higher value to things that they lost while incarcerated. Good. Things that they lost? Can we find a better word for this? Yeah. Freedoms. Basic facilities. Sorry, can't see. And something else. Rights, maybe. Power of three things, always really effective here. Nice style. That they lost while incarcerated. Good. Accordingly, they appreciate the stability. They better appreciate, not appreciate more, they better appreciate the stability of having a job, being part of family, and do not intend it. Good. Indeed, in most cases, they often, usually, often. Okay, now I like what you're writing in terms of the facts and the way you're putting it, but what I would suggest in terms of upgrading, I assume you're trying to get a band 7, I'm not sure, but in terms of upgrading, you're using they a lot, okay? They, further up somewhere, I think they. So you could turn this around into the passive. So a better style would be to put these strong nouns first. The stability of having a job, being part of a family, okay, are appreciated more having been lost. Yeah. So rather than starting with they, turn it round so you have a strong noun at the start of the sentence, which automatically gets you into the passive verb tense, and that will get you more marks on the grammar and more marks on the style. Okay, so that is something that I would recommend you having a little look at. We will send you an offer for some more corrections like this and access to the course. You may find that really helpful. Indeed, in most cases, they usually or often become religious. So, okay, in many cases, I would go, religion becomes attractive. Yeah, so religion becomes attractive. We change it around. Or because of this, and make it longer, connect it. Schools and parents tend to approve the contact of ex-prisoners with their children with the purpose of avoiding teenagers to make the same mistakes. Okay, we don't allow them, watch out, we deter teenagers from making deter teenagers from making the same mistakes. I can avoid something myself, but I can't avoid somebody else to do something. You'd have to use this word, deter. A real life story. Okay, rather than this, which it feels a little bit repetitive, I would make an example, for example, and we show you how to do this, but you make a kind of real life example. Recent studies have shown that teenagers who attended lectures from ex-convicts, we can use different words, ex-prisoners, were 25% less likely to commit crimes. So you kind of make up an example which sounds academic, which backs up your point. Nonetheless, it's comprehensive. No, wrong word. Understandable that some parents may be strongly concerned about any adverse consequences of putting people, putting people together with a little bit informal, of allowing contact between. So watch out on the phrasal verbs. Putting someone together is too informal, but this works in terms of a more formal example. Surely that. No. Instead, maybe although numerous or rigorous is a good word. Background checks will have been. We conduct a background check. Conducted. Okay. So again, you can see I've got this into the passive. I'm using although, really nice grammar structure, super high level. Although numerous or rigorous background checks will have been conducted. Yeah. On the people. So not surely that. I kind of know what you mean, but that is the correct way of doing it. For instance, recommended to make that would be the background check. So I don't think you need that. But remember, let's just get back to the question. Some people argue they're the best people. So there are other people. So I would put although or despite the fact that lectures by ex-convicts may be successful as a deterrent, so putting people off, teenagers could also be exposed to documentaries. So what else could there be? Documentaries or better education. So now we're suggesting an alternative, and then at the same time, additionally, rather nonetheless, people may be concerned. Yeah, so this is kind of your other side of the argument always. This is, amazing, and this is not great, but we should be careful. But then you're going to go, in your conclusion, you're going to go, yes, basically you think that it is the right thing to do. Despite being highly controversial, if, yes, the contact of prisons, good, absolutely, that's a really nice ending. Very good, okay? Nice essay, Carrie. Now, I think there's some things that we could be working on to get you up to that band. I'm assuming if you need a band 7. Have a look at the special offer that we'll send you. Also have a look maybe at the essay pack. If you don't feel you need the support of videos, you could just go for the essay pack. If you haven't done IELTS before, it is really worth getting some formal help because it is a really tricky exam, and you're doing very well already. Okay. All right, thank you.